Hey guys, Kettle5 here, and today we are back with a brand new video, which is a Create Mode experiment video. If you do enjoy, please just smash like and all of that. And this is day 1 of the 24-day Advent calendar that we are doing for this Christmas period. So yeah, 24 days of videos will be some experiments, some live streams. If I don't do any videos on that day, I'm busy, but I will be explaining why. Maybe a quick short video, but just to say, there's a pack that I opened earlier today, and it was Higuain I got. 30 to 40k I thought he went for. No, he goes for 24k, but that's just it. So let's see what the experiment is today. It's going to be a good video. It is very quick video. This is a long video, but more of a video which you kind of want to know how they would actually do. But anyway, if you do enjoy, please do smash a like, subscribe, and let's get on into the video. Hey guys, Cadwell5 here, and today we have a career mode experiment. That is right, we have a career mode experiment. What will happen if the Premier League big clubs, as we're going to show you now, are in League 2? So for example, we've got Arsenal, Chelsea, Leicester City, Liverpool, Manchester United, Man City, and of course Tottenham Hotspurs. They are the big clubs. We've gone for the top 6, which normally are, and then we've just put in Leicester, as we said, purely because Leicester are really good this year and they are second in the league, so I thought it'd be rude not to put them in. They are in that league. In the Championship, we have then put, that means that Leyton Orient, Salford, and that's about it. I think Leyton Orient and Salford, I think they're the only two, and Colchester are in the Championship, because we have now put some Championship teams and League 2 teams into the Premier League. So they are Bristol City have come in, Crewe Alexandra, Cambridge, Fulham, Leeds, Morecambe, and Newport County are your new additions to the Premier League. Everyone else is the same from the Premier League as it is this season. Let's see how many seasons it will be. So if I'm reckoning right, it'll be 3 seasons to get up here. It'll be 1 season in League 2, 1 season in the League 1, 1 season in the Premier League, in the Championship, and 1 season in the Premier League. So I'll make that actually, we will do 3 seasons and see how it goes. If you do enjoy, please do smash like and subscribe. This has taken me a long time to do this. It has. I am recording the intro again after this whole thing has started. Of course, yes, you can see the start here, but I'm recording this again, and yes, it's taken a long time to do, so please do smash a like on this and all of that. We will be looking at all the different groups and all the different competitions to see what they're in as well by this, but we're going to have a look at January for the 3rd season and the final and the end of the season. But for the rest of this, we're just going to show you the start and end of each season. So let's get on into this. Into January we go. So then guys, here we are in January, the FA Cup 3rd one. Literally the weekend had just happened. It came up as I simmed through, so I've now stopped it afterwards. Let's see what's happening in the Premier League. It is West Ham top, Everton 2nd, Wolves, Newcastle, Watford, and then the big team that have come up from the Championship, Leeds. I was always thinking they're going to do well, and they are 11th. We're 14th, then it's Bristol City, then it's Fulham in 15th, 16th. Newport County, Morecambe, and Cambridge and Crewe are the bottom ones. We expect that because they're just League 1 and 2 standard football at the moment. They don't have the players to be the Premier League standard at the moment. They might have bought money, because you do get more money when you come into the Prem, but I doubt they've spent much money on players. Let's have a look at the FA Cup then and see where the big Premier League clubs are, and we'll have a look in the league as well. So in the Premier League, in the clubs then, it was Liverpool 3-0 win against Southampton. Man U beat Cardiff 3-0. And that's it for the first page. Second page, it was nobody on there even. Nope. Here we go then. Everton, we lost to 2-1. 1-0 win for Arsenal against MK Dons. Tottenham won 4-0 against Birmingham. And Manchester City, you can see it there, drew 1-1 with Wolves. So that is annoying. But Chelsea beat Oxford 4-0, so there you go. That is all the FA Cup games at the moment. Let's have a look at the Carabao Cup, because that starts in September time. It does. Let's have a look then. So round 4 would be the one I need to see. Man United, all the teams pretty much, Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, Leicester and Manchester City and Man United were the teams that went down, and they're all pretty much here in this one here. Is Liverpool? Liverpool aren't. So where did Liverpool go out? That's what I want to know. Was it here? Are they in this? They're not even in this one. This is a shocker for Liverpool there. They lost to Spurs on penalties. Well, there you go then. Liverpool lost in the first round. But it's Man United, Spurs and Norwich, Man City in the semi-finals of the competition. In the Champions League, as we said, we have our Champions League groups. It was Bayern Munich and Bournemouth. Wow, they go through. Olympiacos goes to the Europa League. They do there. I'm just looking. Burnley got knocked out completely. Didn't do very well in their group there. They could replace Manchester City, of course. In their group, not very good there. Everton won their group. Very nice to see Everton win their group there. It is. That was the hard group for Slavia Prague in real life, and that is the same. That's the same. I would be hoping for a bit more from Brighton, but there you go. That's Brighton there. That's what the game put into the Champions League, and that's where they are. Let's have a look then at Europa League football then, and see what's happening there with the English clubs. Here we look then. It looks like Newcastle got through, so well done to Newcastle there. They do make it through. They lost 2, but still won 2 and drew 2, and Frankfurt won 6 out of 6, so well done them. Any other English teams in this competition, because there should be 2. Wolfsburg won their group very comfortably, so well done Wolfsburg there. Where Wolves won their group, level on points with Besiktas, but well done them. And West Ham won their group, so there you go. They're the 3 English clubs in the Europa League. Normally it's 2, but we have 3 because of where. Well, I don't know why we have 3, but we have 3. I do know why we have 3, because Wolves went through the playoffs, through the qualifiers. That's why. That's why. We didn't know why. But there you go then. That's a kind of indication there of what happened in that. Let's have a look at League 2. Very quickly look at League 2. I'm sorry if this is going on for a bit for you. But it is Manchester City, Spurs, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United and Leicester in that order. Not that bad really, look, as you can see, for Sunderland. They are now 45 points, so quite close actually to Leicester there. The teams, if we were playing this properly, it would be Crawley and Carlisle, I think, who get relegated. The rest will stay up. There they would, so there you go. It's kind of nice to see. And the Championship is, as always, the same. We do have, of course, Salford and Leyton Orient down near the bottom, and Colchester down near the bottom, but Barnsley down here as well. Not looking good. No, it's too. So then into January we go, and we can now look at the Premier League table and see that West Ham are top, Everton second, Wolves third. The big surprises are Leeds United in 10th position and Bournemouth down in 14th. Not good for them, but it's not a surprise that Bristol City, Fulham, Newport County, Morecambe, Cambridge and Crewe are the bottom ones. I would say they are teams who are Championship, League 1 and 2 standard. Morecambe, Newport, Cambridge and Crewe being the League 1 and 2 standard teams. So yeah, that's kind of that. And Fulham being a League Championship team who can just get up and then go back down, just get up, go back down. Same like Bristol City, they will just get up and just go back down. That's kind of how it goes. Into the FA Cup, Man United won 3-0 against Cardiff. Liverpool beat Southend 3-0. Doncaster lost 3-0 to Leicester. They did. Tottenham beat Birmingham 4-0 and Arsenal beat MK Dons 1-0, and Manchester City drew 1-1 with Wolves. They are your big surprises there in the FA Cup. In the Carabao Cup, we have Spurs versus Man United and Man City versus Norwich. In the quarterfinals, Chelsea lost Norwich 4-3 on penalties, so Chelsea were out. That's where Chelsea lost, and Leicester lost to Manchester United. That's why they're out. And that's where Arsenal are, because they lost to Spurs. And if you look in the first round proper, you can see it in a page in a second somewhere. You can see it in the page. There you go. Spurs beat Liverpool 4-3 on penalties. So that was that. In the Champions League, Bournemouth go through on their group. So well done to Bournemouth there. They play Atletico Madrid in that. And Everton play Olympiacos. They're the 2 English clubs who managed to get through. Just to tell you, the other English clubs in the competition did not do so well. That was that was Brighton. They managed 1 point in their group, and the other one, that was it. Just Brighton then with the other team, and Burnley. Sorry, they got 7 points in their group, but still came bottom. In the Europa League, we see English teams. See Wolves go through, and we see Newcastle go through, and we see West Ham go through. So all the teams have managed to go through. It was pretty much great for them. It was a Newcastle second in their group. It was Wolves top of their group and West Ham top of their group. So quite nice and easy there it is. So let's head on into the end of the season and see what's happening. But before we do, I completely forgot to do it. Do apologise, people. Before we do, let's take a look at League 2. And we have Manchester City first, Spurs, then Liverpool, then Chelsea, then Arsenal, then Man United, then Leicester. There you go, all separated. It's 74 points for the winners, for the leaders, 59 for 7th. Let's see what happens with them and if it can be good. But well done to Scunthorpe for keeping up there with 45 points and doing their bit. And if we were doing this properly, it would be Crawley and Carlisle going down, Grimsby and Colchester battling away to try and not go down as well. So there you go, let's head to the end of the season and see what happened in League 2 and the Prem. So then guys, here we are then with the look at the first season, the end of the first season. Let's see how the clubs actually did then in the Premier League. So as you can see, Newport just survived, Morecambe, Cambridge and Crewe, who I'm now with, have been relegated. Yes, that's right, I was with Bournemouth and then they sacked me in March, and I had April and May with Crewe, and sadly we won a game. Well, did we actually? Well, they've won a game this year and drawn one, so they did okay, but they would do better in the Championship, I guarantee it. The top of the table looks as follows. It was West Ham who stormed away with it and won the thing. Everton second, Wolves third, and Watford fourth. And it was Aston Villa fifth, and sixth was Crystal Palace. They'll battle out in the playoffs. They'll Europa League. They will to get that. There was a big surprise. Were Leeds? They kind of lost their grip and slipped down. So yeah, kind of surprised there. Let's head into the FA Cup. And Manchester City beat Liverpool. So League 2 teams got to the final, and Manchester beat Liverpool 3-1 in the Carabao Cup. It was a Manchester City 1-0 win over Tottenham. So Man United lost 6-1 on aggregate. Of course they did. In the Europa League, we'll start with that now. It was a Inter Milan 3-0 against Frankfurt. Let's see where the biggest best English club went. They got through to the round of 16, and it was an 8-0 win for Inter over Newcastle, and Wolves lost on away goal system 3-3 it was in that one. And yeah, that's the only two. Where did the other one we had in this group? I think another one was in the group, was he? Well, no, it was just it. Okie dokie then. So yeah, there you go. Inter won the final. And Champions League, it was Real Madrid 2, Inter Milan 1, Atletico Madrid 1, sorry. And let's see where the English club got to. So a 8-1 thrashing for Bournemouth there in the round of 16, and Everton lost 4-3 on penalties in their game. So that was it. The English teams then were out, and there was no more English teams, look, as you can see, in it. So they were then out of the competition. So let's now have a look at League 2 and see what happened in League 2. Then this is a long process, but here we go. Then into League 2 we go. Manchester City win the league, and Liverpool. Manchester and Liverpool get promoted. It is Spurs, Chelsea, and Arsenal. Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man United who battle it out for the playoffs. That means that Leicester are staying in the league. They are. If we were doing it as always, it would have been Grimsby and Macclesfield going down, Crawley and Chesterfield just staying up there. It would have been. So yeah, there you go then, guys. That has been your first season. If you do enjoy, if you are enjoying this, and you are this far through the video, smash the like and all of that good stuff. And yeah, let's go into the second season. Tell you which other team got promoted, and we'll finish the end of the season. Hey guys, welcome back then. So here we are then, back with the season 2 aftermath. So let's have a look at what we've got here. So in the Championship, it looks like it's going to be Brentford and Middlesbrough getting promoted in the Championship. And of course, in the playoffs, it looks like we're having Sheffield Wednesday, in the Prem now as well. In the FA Cup, we have Manchester City beating Chelsea 3-1. Where did we get to? Because I want to know. We got in third round. I think we lost in third round. I'm going to guarantee. Yeah, we lost Sheffield Wednesday. That's quite obvious. In the Carabao Cup, it was Manchester City winning 5-4. So that means on penalties, 1-1 in the full game. So that means they're doing all right, Manchester City. So they've won the double this season then. Atletico Madrid beat Real Madrid 3-2 in that. Any English teams? Just very quickly. Everton got through. So yeah, Everton and West Ham were the best two English teams there, I would say. I'm there to say, yeah, they were. Everton didn't get through there either, so there you go. In the Europa League, as always, we're just going to tell you who won. Oh, Manchester City lost 4-3 on penalties to Valencia. Where did the best English team that's not Manchester City get to? The team that's not Manchester City who are English. Wow, I really don't know this. Were round of 62? Yeah, were Wolves and Aston Villa there. Other than that, and Crystal Palace there. Other than that, it was nobody else getting through. So there you go. Let's have a look at League 1 and 2 very briefly, just to check where the English clubs, some of the top 6 are, or top 7 that we put in are. So League 2, it was Manchester City winning the league, Tottenham third, Liverpool second. So Liverpool and Man City go up. It is between Spurs, Chelsea, Luton and Barnsley, who are going to be battling away for the promotion push. It is. Any other English teams in this that came down? So going down, Wycombe, Leyton Orient and Bristol Rovers. In League 2, we have Manchester United winning the league, so they get promoted. Arsenal get promoted as well. We have Leicester, Bradford, Mansfield and Plymouth battling out in the playoffs then for a nice chance to get promoted as well. I think they would have been decided, but I don't know who's gone up. So yeah, it should automatically be Leicester, but you never know with that. So pretty much it's now League Championship and League 1 as we thought it would be. So let's head on into Season 3 and see what happens at the end of the season. Before we do, I completely forgot the Premier League. West Ham won it. Everton second, so just to say, my friend Liam White, go and subscribe to him as well. He's so close to 50. Your team won, mate, so well done. Wolves third. Down at the bottom here, it was Newport, West Brom and Stoke getting relegated. Newport on 3 points, so I knew they would get relegated. But they've done alright, 2 seasons in it, so they can't really complain. They've got lots of revenue now, the Welsh team have, so there you go. Pretty nicely indeed. So on to Season 3. So then guys, just put into context how bad the teams I've been playing with, I've been simming with are. They've given me Waterford in the Irish League, so pretty much not very good. But anyway, let's go in to have a look then at the English League. So we'll only be able to know the Champions League and Europa League, not the FA Cup and that, which is really annoying. But in the Premier League, West Ham won it again, Everton second, Watford third, and Wolves fourth. Relegated teams were the teams that came up. Yes, it was Sheffield Wednesday, Middlesbrough and Cardiff. Back down to Championship they go. Into the Championship we go, and it's Liverpool who win it, so they're back in the Prem. So are Manchester City, both same on points. Liverpool lost 2 games but got more goals difference, so they go up as well as lead winners. Spurs, Derby, Huddersfield, West Brom and Stoke are battling it out. I don't know who's going to go up. And getting relegated were Crewe, Colchester, and that I think is it. Maybe Newport as well. Into League 1 and Manchester United won the league. Chelsea second. Arsenal, Barnsley, Leicester and Peterborough battle out in the playoffs. And just to say very quickly, relegated were Morecambe, Cambridge and Shrewsbury. And in League 2, no Premier League clubs in here anymore. Mansfield are promoted with Rochdale, Scunthorpe, Plymouth, Forest Green and Walsall battle it out. And if we did have the non-league in here, Carlisle, Macclesfield would go down. Let's have a look then at some competition cups. Waterford became ninth out of 10, so didn't get relegated. No, you can't get relegated in this. Of course, you can't. In the Champions League, it was Ponte Calcio 2-0 win against Barcelona. Let's see what the English teams actually finished in this. I want to know. Everton were 3-2 loss against Bayern Munich on aggregate. Wolves lost 5-0 to Barcelona. Any other English team in there? No, that is it. So the other English team that should have been in this, a couple of other English teams that should have been in this. I'm just trying to say, Brighton got knocked out and West Ham got knocked out, and they're in Europa League. West Ham are, yeah, none of the English teams did anything there. Let's go Europa League then, because we have quite a few English teams in this, of course. Inter beat Manchester City 2-1. Manchester City win this because they win the Champions League or FA Cup and that. They won their group. Manchester City did. Any other English team? Very quickly. Yeah, Watford came second in their group, so got good to go through. And one other team from England, there should be one other team, and Southampton go through. So in the round of 62, it was a loss for West Ham. They lost 5-2 on aggregate. 6-0 on aggregate were Watford. Southampton beat PSV 2-1 on aggregate, so they go through. And of course, Manchester City dominated theirs 3-1. In the round of 16, Hoffenheim beat Southampton 6-0, and Manchester City go through 3-2 on aggregate. Quarterfinals, Manchester City win 7-2, and then it's 6-1, and then they lose in the final 2-1. So there you go. There you go then, people. That is that. Super Cup, just to say, Atletico Madrid beat Valencia 3-1. So there we go. That is your Season 3. Let's head into the final season, which is Season 4, and hopefully we can get every Premier League team back in the Prem at the end of this season. Everyone can be back in the Prem. There may be one team that isn't, but this is our final season then to see if the teams can get into it. So here we go then, for the last ever time. Let's have a look at what happened in the Champions League, Europa League, and in the English leagues. We're still with Waterford, as you can see there. We just did better than last season by miles. We only did 5 points. Only 5 points, but last season, this season 10 points. So yeah, a lot better. But anyway, let's have a look in the Champions League and see what happened. Barcelona lost to Real Madrid 2-1. Let's see what the English team's got. Everton won their group. Surprise, surprise. Wolves got knocked out into the Europa League. So did Watford. Any other English team in this? And West Ham got knocked out into the Europa League as well. Let's see where West Ham got before we get to Europa. Where the Everton got, I mean. They lost to Leipzig in the first qualifier in the round of 16. Okay, that's fair enough then. Fair enough in that one. Into Europa League we go, and we, as you just saw, Tottenham lost 3-1 in the final to AS Monaco Football Club, ASA. Really long name it is, but just Monaco. They lost to AS Monaco. There they did. Let's have a look and see where the other teams finished. So in the group, Tottenham won their group, of course they did. Brilliantly, well done. Southampton got through. Man United got through. And I think that's it. Is it? Yeah, that's it. So let's have a look then. Southampton lost 6-1 on aggregate, so 4-1 in this game to Villarreal. Watford lost 4-1 as well to Real Betis. Man United beat Stade Rennes, so Rennes 3-1. That's 6-3 on aggregate. West Ham lost 5-0 to Roma on aggregate. Didn't see West Ham in their group, but okie dokie, that's fine. Wolves lost 6-2 to Hoffenheim. And where's Tottenham? I didn't see Tottenham's. I did not see Tottenham's. Oh, they won 4-1 on aggregate to Braga. Okay. Man United then lost 4-3 to Milan. And that's where they lost. Okie dokie. Then Tottenham won. Tottenham won again. And then Tottenham lost to AS Monaco in the final. Into the leagues then we do pop. Let's have a look at what we've got then. So we'll start off with the lowest league, League One. Leicester won League One, so they're finally out of League One and into the Championship. So well done, Leicester, you're now in the Championship. Greatly appreciated there on that one. So who actually who came up there? I'm trying to think. Who came up then with the teams? I think it's a team, are they come back down? Oh! It's Portsmouth that came, wait. Yeah, it's Portsmouth that came up. Well, I never. But anyway, Portsmouth were in this group. They now get relegated, of course, they do. But in the Championship we go, and it was Man United winning the Championship with Arsenal going up as well. It is now going to be Chelsea, Stoke, Cardiff and West Brom battling it out for the playoffs. It is, so well done there. Let's have a now look at the Premier League. I don't know FA Cup, but I assumed Man United win the FA Cup because they were in the group there. It's going to be quite easy to say that, and I think your other cup or something else in the England League got Tottenham into it, so yeah. Let's have a look then. It was Manchester City who won the league, so there we go. It's kind of sorted out. Tottenham third and Liverpool second, Everton fourth and Watford fifth. Let's have a look and see who got relegated. Norwich, Sheffield United and Bristol City got relegated. So there you go. It's back to normal pretty much. That we have now got Manchester City versus and Liverpool and Spurs in the top three. If you did enjoy, smash that like button, subscribe as always, and there you go. That said, what we've done is right. So go back to the Championship. We now have Chelsea maybe coming back in, but Arsenal and Man United definitely in the league, in the Premier League again, and we now have, of course, Leicester in the Championship, so that is all good as well. If you did enjoy this long video, but it took me a long time to do this, then do smash the like and subscribe. I've been Kettle5. If you want to do any more challenges like this, because I love doing them, I know it takes a long time, but I love doing them, then please try and hit 5 likes on this video, and I'll do another something similar to this with another country, or maybe just something out career mode. But yeah, from me, Kettle5, that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.